Are you living for yourself, or are you just living for the applause of others? Most people spend their entire lives chasing validation like slaves to an invisible master. The Stoics, the warriors, the great thinkers, they knew this trap and they fought to free themselves from it. Today I'll give you 10 brutal signs you live for validation and how to finally break free. 1. You can't make decisions without approval. If you find yourself hesitating, waiting for someone else to give you the green light, you're not living your own life. True freedom begins when you trust your own judgment, even if it means making mistakes. Start by making small choices on your own: what to eat for breakfast, which route to take to work, or what to wear. Each independent decision is a step toward reclaiming your autonomy. Over time, you'll notice your confidence growing. The more you practice deciding for yourself, the less you'll need others' approval. Remember, even the smallest act of self-trust is a victory. If you need to ask everyone what they think before you act, you're living as a shadow of yourself. The opinions of others can be helpful, but they should never replace your own voice. Try making a list of decisions you made this week. How many were truly yours? Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish. Let people think what they will." Growth often looks awkward from the outside. The cure? Practice deciding alone, even on small things: what to eat, what to wear. Build the muscle of self-trust. Set a challenge for yourself. Make 3 decisions today without consulting anyone. Notice how it feels. With repetition, your self-reliance will strengthen. 2. Compliments fuel you more than principles. If praise lifts you up but criticism crushes you, your self-worth is on shaky ground. It's easy to chase approval, but it's a trap that leaves you empty when applause fades. Instead, anchor yourself to your values. Ask yourself, would I still do this if nobody noticed? When you act from principle, you become unshakable no matter who is watching. When someone praises you, you light up. When no one notices, you feel empty. This is a sign that your happiness depends on others. Try doing something kind or meaningful without telling anyone. See how it feels to keep it just for yourself. Marcus Aurelius warned, "It never ceases to amaze me." We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Let this be a reminder to value your own approval above all. The cure: do one thing each week that you don't tell anyone about. Let it be for you, not for recognition. Acts of kindness, personal achievements, or even small victories, keep them private. This builds inner strength and self-respect. 3. You change yourself depending on who you're around. Like a chameleon, you shift personality for approval, but the Stoic is the same in public or in solitude. If you notice yourself acting differently with different people, pause and ask, who am I really? Like a chameleon, you shift personality for approval, but the Stoic is the same in public or in solitude. Practice being yourself, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. The cure: write down your values. If honesty, courage, and discipline are your principles, live them no matter who's in the room. Review your list often and let it guide your actions. Over time, you'll find it easier to stay true to yourself regardless of the company you keep. 4. You fear rejection more than regret. If you'd rather stay silent, avoid risk, or shrink yourself to avoid disapproval, you've already lost. Regret lasts longer than rejection. Every time you hold back, you trade your dreams for comfort. The cure: choose small rejections on purpose. Speak your truth, risk a no, and watch your courage grow. Each time you face rejection, you become stronger and less dependent on others' approval. If you'd rather stay silent, avoid risk, or shrink yourself to avoid disapproval, you've already lost. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." The cure: choose small rejections on purpose. Speak your truth, risk a no, and watch your courage grow. Each time you face rejection, you become stronger and less dependent on others' approval. 5. Social media owns your mood. If one bad comment ruins your day or a single like gives you a high, you're handing your emotions to strangers. This is modern slavery. Your peace is no longer your own. One bad comment ruins your day. One like gives you a high. The Stoics would say, why hand strangers the keys to your peace? Take back control by limiting your time online. Notice how your mood shifts when you step away from the screen. The cure: fast from validation. Post, then don't check, or step away for a day. Reclaim your inner fortress. Try a weekend without social media. Use that time to reconnect with yourself, your goals, and the real world around you. 6. You constantly compare yourself. It's easy to scroll through social media and feel like everyone else is ahead. But remember, comparison is a trap that steals your peace and blinds you to your own progress. Instead, focus on your unique journey. No one else has walked your path. The cure: each morning write down 3 things you're grateful for. When you catch yourself comparing, pause and list your own strengths. Over time, you'll train your mind to see abundance, not lack. 7. Criticism destroys you. If one harsh word spirals into days of self-doubt, you're letting others control your self-worth. But criticism is just information. It's not a verdict on your value. The cure: when criticized, ask yourself, is this true? If yes, use it to grow. If not, let it go. Remember, even the wisest were mocked. Your worth is not up for debate. 8. You dress, act, or speak for attention. If you need the world to look, clap, or admire, you're addicted to their gaze. But applause is fleeting. Real confidence comes from within. The cure: practice invisibility. Go a day without posting, dressing up, or seeking attention. Notice how you feel. If you're uneasy, that's a sign to build your self-worth from the inside out. And 9. You avoid solitude. Validation seekers can't be alone because there's no applause in silence. But solitude is where you meet your true self. The cure: carve out 10 minutes a day with no phone, no noise, just you and your thoughts. Go out and spend time in nature alone. You can journal, meditate, or simply sit. Over time, you'll find strength in your own company. Connecting with nature in this way may help you come to profound realizations. 10. You live for their story, not yours. If your life choices are made to impress others, the career, the car, the lifestyle, you're living as their puppet, not your own master. The cure: brutally ask yourself, if no one ever knew, would I still choose this? If not, it's not your path. True freedom is living by your own values, not for the applause of the crowd. These are the brutal signs you're living for validation, but the cure is always the same. Return to yourself. Stop handing out your freedom like cheap coins. Live by your principles, not their praise. Remember the words of Marcus Aurelius: it is not death that a man should fear, but never beginning to live. Stop living for their applause and begin living for your soul.